my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I want to circulate the units and the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through. The bag in the G. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah. What's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sick in it. Typhoid and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't got time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the booze. Stack with me. Don't come through. The bag in the G. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. That's a drip. She in my wrist. That's a freezer. Give me assist. Give me teamwork. Keep it consistent. For the distance.
Yeah. Back in my ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the New York Jets and the London Monarchs. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Play fake, now Namath on the move to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots, but that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
First down, Rivers. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Jets, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll throw again, Rivers. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. On 3rd down, Rivers. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Namath. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be...
And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Robbie Chosen, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jets lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down, Rivers. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here now a third down and 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Rivers. And that's complete to Gates. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Throwing Rivers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gates with a grab. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Rivers now. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Monarchs are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
it got his man complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Calvin Austin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
To throw is Rivers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Now Rivers on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Rivers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now Rivers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Rivers on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Rivers. And that is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again here, Rivers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. One out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Looking middle, and that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Rivers again. Wide open receiver complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Here's Rivers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. Again, it's Rivers. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Monarchs have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. Unable to corral him. He fights through. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Rivers to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Rivers now on 2nd down. He's got his man, Gates. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
To throw, Rivers. Caught by Gates, left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing, Rivers. That's complete to a speedy wideout, Goodwin. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and goal for Rivers. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Following the interception here, Rivers. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Rivers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. They'll run. Tomlinson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin from 8 yards out. And the Monarchs have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Off the play fake, it's Namath. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Namath. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Namath to throw. Being chased out left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Namath to throw on first down. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Jets use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Extra point up and through. And that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Throwing on second and long. Rivers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Third and long for Rivers. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Desperation time. Rivers on fourth down. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. To throw on first down is Namath. He's going to go for a big play downfield. A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
I just love. How they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
They'll run. Martin. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
They try again with Martin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone, and that's going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, 56 yards. And the Jets have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Pushing his way through. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. On the draw, this is Tomlinson. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Jets have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is now an even 30. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To throw again on second down. Rivers swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. On third down, Rivers. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. As this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Giants, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Londoners, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a cute dog or alpha man. In Miami, hard rock jumping like a rock band. You know me, I love my green and cheese like a Packers fan. I'm a player, gotta keep it player, how the game go. With the steppers, I ain't gotta tell them, they just train to go. Calling plays and I'm calling shots like the head coach. First class, so we take the private, we don't do coach. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now.
Dirty, yeah, you know we global with it. Black fit, limo tint, you don't know who in it. Whole team having motion, world know who winning. I'm known for handling business, the other dudes known for dissing. Big motion, boy, big vibing, boy. Tell her pipe that loud talk down, cause they ain't making noise. Yeah, homie, we them boys, who they be preaching about. If you see LT around, Reballers bound to make a crowd. Let it try.
Many, money, mo, I knock them down 3 in a row. From the street straight to the field, from the field right to the show. All my dogs are trained to go. Make sure my people don't work no more. Been let down so many times and stabbed my back, I swear it don't hurt no more. Got dirt all on my hands, but I still washing and counting.